This conference began nearly a year ago as an idea of Sylvia Gordon, who, talking with David Evans and me, thought it would be just the kind of thing that the UN school should be doing. We all figured, why not? So I wrote up an outline for the conference. Mrs. Gordon looked for some ideas we could choose from later as the topic of the conference, and we both dashed about the hallways, grabbing poor, unsuspecting students to discuss the idea.
Speakers, change is inevitable. It has to come about. But the first question that struck us is, as Paik and Maggie put it, what kind of change should it be? Slow, step-by-step change, evolutionary, or immediate, fast change, revolutionary, if you like. After quite a while of discussion, we found that the evolutionary process is probably the more feasible. And though its effectiveness is debatable, we came pretty unanimously to the conclusion that it's the more reasonable one. One problem that was apparent to all of us, that there are a lot of interdependent problems, or what you could call vicious cycles, involved.
Well, we feel that everybody's been neglecting the principal issue, namely spoons. Spoons are necessary for stirring, and stirring is necessary for motion. And as Maddie puts it, motion is necessary for change.
There is a kind of enlightenment, I think in this administration particularly, that would help use our own crisis to help people become more aware and more sensitive to the crises of others. So I'm here because I believe that if anything happens insofar as an international economic order, insofar as a real understanding of the economic interrelationships that now exist in the world, it'll be because you have taken your time, have gotten concerned, gotten active, and because you really do something about it. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I shall pose several questions and answer none. Yesterday we discussed a new international economic order. We discussed the need for change. We discussed mechanisms of change. We have established, through our seminar groups, the difficulty of the problem we face. This is valid, but is it sufficient? Can you feel satisfied with the recognition of a problem? I think not. The question remains, how? How do we institute change? Through which disciplines should the power to change be directed? Through economics? Through sociopsychology? Through politics? Who, in the end, will institute this change?
We'd like to invite Liz Kahn to the podium, as well as Sylvia Gordon, who has been our mentor from the very beginning and whose idea the conference was in the first place. Please come up. Please come up.
Liz, do the book. I felt we had to give Mrs. Gordon something as some kind of a token. I mean, if it's nothing else. And so we all got together and ran around bookshops Wednesday and tried and picked up everything we could find, and we finally came to something which is sort of, it's impressive, if nothing else.
So it has nothing to do with the conference.
It has nothing to do with the conference, but it's for Mrs. Gordon, from all of us. We'll sign it later.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you again. What do we do?